Hey there, welcome back to New Eyes Open. Here's showing up another day for myself and for you, and hopefully showing you that even if your day is jam-packed, like mine has been today, and even if it's getting kind of late, as you can tell by the lighting, and the fact I didn't take the time to turn on all the lights that I could, you can still show up for yourself however you're being called to show up for yourself right now in this season of life. And so today is going to be a short, quick, just little, hey, I did it, I'm checking in. It doesn't always have to be some grand big thing. Um, you know, for me, this whole showing up sprint, basically, really not, no, I don't like that word. Sprint is not the word. It's this act of devotion, really, just being devoted to knowing that this is what I've been called to do. And so I'm going to do it every day that I possibly physically can. And I can today. So here we are. And I think that's really what shifted. That's one of the things that shifted how I approach this whole endeavor. I went from being very strategically oriented to allowing this to be a very organic, just go with the flow, off the cuff, spontaneous type of thing. But it's still a thing I'm devoted to doing. And eventually that will evolve, because that's the whole point, right? The point of this whole devotional practice is to get my nervous system accustomed to showing up here every day and not knowing what I'm going to say, still having the courage to hit record and actually say whatever comes out. And therefore, when I do get better at this and I do feel like, all right, now I can think about this strategically and start getting some feedback on, what would you like to hear about? What would you like me to speak more about? I can speak more articulately about those things and actually have a strategy moving forward. But for right now, that's not the point. The point is not perfection, it's not strategy, it is to develop a devotional practice of showing up for myself and doing the thing that I know I've been, the thing I'm meant to do right now in this season of my life. And as we were driving home, actually, I was thinking about that, because my daughter, she loves the city. She loves the big city. And she was saying, I miss, she named off two different cities that one we visited before and one she's never been to in her life. And yet she missed them. And my knee-jerk reaction that I kept to myself, but I wanted to say, because I say this all the time, so she doesn't need to hear it as many times as I say it. So I didn't say it today, but it's like, be here now. Stop wishing you were somewhere else. And the reason I can say that to her, or I want to say that to her, and I can caution her towards having those thoughts, is I spent most of my life doing that. And, so when I was talking about the different patterns in my life, some of those times in my life, I was supposed to just be focused on being a mom and, being in the life I was living right then, and not actually thinking about, in the future, I need to do this, or, I need to write. And not saying that at that time I didn't need to write. I didn't need my mind to be so occupied with, I need to write, what am I going to write, that I missed out on the life I was living right then. If I had just written anything at that time every day and then got on with my actual life, enjoying the life I was already living, I would be so much further in my writing career right now. However, that's not the choice I made. And this is where yesterday, when me talking about, feeling like I was staying stuck and just pivoting around and going nowhere, that's why. So, yeah, all that to say, here we are showing up today to this devotional practice because that is what it is. It's developing the show up muscle in front of the camera so that later, when that muscle is strong enough and I know what I want to use it to carry, it can just easily carry it. So, whatever that is for you, I encourage you to show up for yourself today. If you are physically able, then just do it because you can. And in the meantime, get back to living your life, the life that you're already in, the things you've already called in. Enjoy them, be grateful for them, live your life. Because there's a lot of times in my life that I feel like I did not do that enough. I was always thinking about tomorrow or yesterday instead of being right here where I am today. And so what I wish for you is to be right here in your life today. And if in that moment you're being called to do something, just get up and do it. Just pick up the pencil and write. Just pick up the brush and paint. Turn on the record button and say a few words. You don't have to post them. They don't have to be eloquent or beautiful. Just do the thing. All right. And tomorrow I will be back with more time, knock on wood, to speak a little bit more, about some other topics. There are a few swirling around that want to come out, but they deserve their due time. And today, this is all the time we have. So until tomorrow, thanks for showing up for yourself. Thanks for showing up here to watch me and engage with me. If you have any topics you would like to hear me talk about, one of the things I will be talking about, and I actually would have today if I had had more time, is everything you didn't see behind the scenes of before this devotional practice started. There was quite a lot. So I'll speak more on that another day. But if there's anything else you think about that you would like to hear about, drop it in the comments below. If there's, all the YouTube things, like, subscribe if you so feel inspired, and if my voice resonates. Eventually, if my voice resonates, then there will eventually be a message that you're meant to hear, specifically for you, from me. I believe that's how it works. I think we're here for each other. So until that day, thanks for being here today, and I hope you are so well. I'll see you tomorrow.